Hard to believe, he's 6'6", 300 pounds. Today I stand before you, a guy on TV, a guy who's been in business, had wins, had failures, have had all of that. And yet, I mean, if I was picked on, how big was the other guy? And I got to tell you, sometimes the biggest bullies I had were about this tall. They were like the toughest guys. They always had something to prove, and I looked like the target. So I want to share with you a little bit about that. I also want to tell you a little bit about, as I walk this stage tonight, you may notice that as I'm walking, I may have this funky kind of a walk. And in 1992, I had a spinal cord injury, and it left me paralyzed from the waist down, so I had to learn how to walk again. And so what happens is when I walk, you know, I have this limp. And what I learned, because I was in the entertainment business for about 18 years, what I learned was that people would always say to me, "What's wrong with your leg?" And I have to get into this whole story about what was wrong with my leg. And I thought, I don't want to get into that story anymore, because I realized that they thought I was walking funny. I thought I was walking normal. They said it was funny. So then since I worked a lot downtown Toronto and whatnot, I thought, well, if I just started walking like this, you know, then no one would ask anything. And it's true that nobody asked anything until not too many years ago. My eldest daughter, Abby, said, "Stop that, Dad." What is this about this thing called bullying? Well, this whole thing about bullying is the bully requires three things. And the first thing is the bully requires the bully. You know, ingredient one, bully, right? Ingredient number two is the bully usually needs an audience. And then the ingredient three is the bully needs the victim. And our whole program was designed to help the bully not find a victim. Our whole program was designed to say, we know there's going to be bullies out there, and we can't change that. But if they don't find you or your kids as being the victims, then they got to pick on somebody else. And eventually, they can pick on nobody else. And that was our biggest goal. Anybody here ever bought a house? Put your hand up. All right, you're going to get this one. This is going to come. Okay, once you get this, this is going to rock your socks, because you're going to understand how to do what I'm about to show you, okay? Oh, by the way, if you're with me, give me a thumbs up. Hey. All right. So what happened was, remember when you got married? Oh, the idea was great, right? And, you know, so they do the ceremony. And then comes that time of the ceremony when all is done and you did all the vows and all that promising. Now it's time for the paperwork, huh? So they sit you down at a table. Notice how they sit you down? And then they surround you with your best friends so you can't get away. And then the minister, who you think is being very endearing, puts their arm on their shoulder for the photo. What he's saying, basically, Jack, you ain't moving. And at that point in time, if you remember this, go back there with me for a moment. You picked up this pen and you're like, oh. Because what I learned from one of the guys on my TV show, it's not until you put it down from the head and take it down through your head and put it right into the body, and you actually have to sign it, that it actually resonates from the head right to the body. Think about the time when you signed your mortgage papers. Hey, great, I love the house, it's beautiful. Yeah, we're going to move in. Then you get to the mortgage paper, $250,000. Here, sign here. And then you look at your partner and you look at each other and realize this is it for the next 40 years. You better not be going anywhere. You're waiting for the minister to pronounce on you. And all of a sudden you sign that one. How difficult was it to sign those two major documents? Pretty difficult. But imagine signing these on a daily basis, because that's what we teach kids to do. And eventually they start to help themselves. This is what's cool about what we're doing. And when we're here, I'm telling the kids all about my program, and I'm telling them how it all works and trying to give to them some insights about how they can change their lives. So you guys get this right now, that you have to sign the piece of paper. Are you with me on this one? Yeah, costume change. Our program is called Sticks and Stones May Break My Bones, so if I say, Sticks and Stones May Break My Bones, the audience responds. And then they say it in unison, Sticks and Stones May Break My Bones, but? Yeah, that's true, huh? So here it is. You ever had somebody in life where, you know, you had these, so I got these new sticks, right? And I really like them. But they really hurt when I jam them into me like this. I just sort of jam them in. What would you tell me to do if I came up to you and said, these really hurt? What would you tell me to do? How would people say take them out? Put your hands up. All right, on the count of three, I want you to say take them out. Wait a minute. So these are really bothering me, and I don't know what to do about it, but they really, really bother me. So what should I do? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you ever notice how people complain, they get good advice, but they ignore you anyways? All right, oh, sorry, okay. So these really, really are bothering me. These are really, really bugging me. I mean, and when I jam them in like this, they really bug me. What should I do? You ever try to give somebody advice, but they didn't want to hear it? Now, I'm going to take your advice, and I'm going to take these out. But have you ever Have you ever had a little splinter or a sliver in your finger? How much did that sucker hurt? And what do you got to do with that one? You got to do what? Yeah, if you don't take it out, what happens? The body pushes it out, right? Eventually you get big and ugly, and I want me to get descriptive, and then, but the body will push it out. And that's just a little stick, man. That's all these splinters and slivers are. And when you're walking, and you have something in your shoe, and you start walking like me when you don't normally walk like that, and you're walking, you go, gee, oh, there must be something in my shoe. Oh, gosh, whatever that is feels about this big. Right? Come on. And then you go ahead, you take off your shoe. Feels that big. Take off your shoe, and it's, how big is it? This big. Now your body is smart. It says, this is bad, and I want it out. And you may say, I want to get it out. And you do everything you can to take it out. So we know how to take the sticks out. We know how to take the stones out. But how do you take the words out and make it work? And I'm going to show you how. And this is how you're going to help your kids. Okay? We good to go?